in the unicorn farts is happening right now? Oh my word. I don't know where to look. Oh gosh, my brain. Hold on, let me gather my thoughts.
A few moments later.
All right. Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're checking out something that you have seen, I have not, and that is Nightwish.
I was completely shocked when I actually listened to the music. It was an entirely different animal. So I'm excited to have you take a look at it.
So angelically, these high, clear notes, right? These the soprano level, the clear operatic elements, just again, angelic. You combine that with that heavy, oh my gosh.
The question for you, that's why
talk to me.
You're a vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah? My question is, because to me, what I heard was an incredible command of breath and dynamics in that last couple of phrases. Like, what are you hearing as a vocalist when you listen to Floor sing?
Shoo. I mean, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I definitely hear, these high notes that she sings with such clarity, right? Where you can definitely tell she can hit those soprano notes. I hear elements of that operatic vibe, which really gives it such a unique touch to rock, right? Where a lot of times rock voices will have a certain rasp, which is awesome, but she has a lot of clarity to her voice. And what's cool is she still carries the notes in such a full way that it doesn't sound too airy, even though that can be beautiful too, right? Certain artists do that and it adds a special touch. But she is singing in such a way that it's very clear, It was hard to sit still and not put my hair down and start like, dude, ooh. I didn't want to pause at the time because, I didn't want to pause too much. But when she started doing, how do I describe that? She was so in sync with the drums, and I'm sure they've performed the song many times and practiced it, but the way that she was able to hit those short notes in perfect synchronicity with the drums, I feel like that takes not only, of course you got to be in sync and practice and do it well, but I feel like that also takes breath control. And then, I didn't count, but I don't know for how long she was holding those notes in the end, holds that note for days, and then does it again, I don't know, 15 octaves higher. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but just jumps to belting, and it was fire. Okay, let me stop. I gotta calm down. I'm so hyped. But make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share. Check out the links below for ways to support. Check out our Patreons. We got Patreons going, so hop on that train. Yes! I recently was introduced to the world of Nightwish and Floor Jansen and absolutely loved it. I was blown away. And you have let me know that not only is she amazing in Nightwish and not only are they amazing, but even on her own, she is quite the powerhouse.
Energy devoured, but you're holding on in the loudest silence. We're like dirt and diamonds. Happy, but no words can never change the way I feel.
I like the harmonies here. I think the lyrics are relatable from a personal standpoint, in the sense of, right, when a relationship or a friendship comes to end or is not working out or something's wrong and you're going, we need to stop faking, we need to stop lying. There isn't me without you. I can exist on my own. I am my own person. And I think even in a healthy relationship, that needs to be known, that we are both our own individuals and that we can love one another and come together, not because you complete me, but because we are two whole people creating something beautiful. My heart rate just kind of went up by 50 beats per minute. when I do these reaction videos, I gotta remind myself to close my mouth because I'm like, who wants to watch me just sitting here? Oh my word. Was that Flor Jansen at the end? Those opera, singing opera? Sheesh. Laudato Si is Italian, means praise be. Now, it's also an encyclical letter, Laudato Si, praise be to, by Pope Francis, which is a Vatican document, not just for Catholics or Christians, but just a document focusing on care for the natural environment and all people. And that's interesting because their album that the Shoemaker was on was human nature. If I'm looking up a couple of interpretations, because the lyrics, oh yeah, they sing Laudato Si, praise be to, and then Ad Astra means to the stars. So they're singing here in the end, praise be to the stars, and that quote was referring to, if he dies, chopping him into pieces like the star and making the night sky so beautiful, basically, that the people won't even worship the sun. So much poetry, so much art. It's just amazing how Tuomas pulls from all these different forms of literary art and historic art to create these lyrics. His songwriting is very, very interesting. Now you've been tucked in for eternal earth rise and wonder, a sailor through eons, story unheard, howling at the earth, aeons. Yours is the whole graveyard of heavens, a ship that sailed home. You're with us, face of the night, singing through the morn for mankind. I want to sing with you, you're home now, outward urge, as with every dreaming creature, we want to come with you. I'm enjoying my Nightwish ride. Subtle little things that are easier to hear without all the instrumentation, but then it goes in and you hear that symphonic metal vibe and it's nice. Wow. So, didn't pause during the event, because the ride, but here are my thoughts. So, impressive vocals, impressive how she can, she definitely has that very operatic voice. I believe that if I see correctly, she has a 3.5 octave range, soprano, and obviously that operatic voice. To me, her voice, and this is just me, subjective perception, her voice sounds a little thinner. Not thinner and weaker, okay? Don't misunderstand me, but thinner than what I'm used to from Flor. From Flor Jansen. With Flor, you can hear she has that operatic voice too. She can hit those high notes. But Flor's voice, to me, again, subjective perception, has a little more of that warmer, richer, fuller sound, where Tarja's voice, also powerful, able to hit high notes, just very operatic, is a little thinner to me. And I feel for Tarja's voice, though I don't know much about opera at all, it's to me a very typically operatic voice. Like if I think opera, I would think Tarja, just that thin, clear, high, clean opera voice. With Flor, she can sing so operatic, but now that I've listened to some other things that Flor does, I also know she does some of that pop rock, right? Some people are talking about it having references to Lord of the Rings and Dragonlance. While I don't know Dragonlance, I do know Lord of the Rings, and I could see that, right? The master, disciple, the different characters in the song have being a reference to different people in these movies and these sagas. Dude, and just the way that they're playing that guitar and how fast he's playing on that keyboard, goodness. What's continually fascinating to me, being new to the world of metal, is that metal can be married with symphonies and orchestras like that. I mean, it's so symphonic. It has that Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. It really has that orchestral element that we know to be characteristic for Nightwish.
Where is the wonder? Where's the where are the sleepless nights I used to live?
And then Troy on the Julian pipes, that added such an amazing character to the whole composition. Their songs have been very interesting because symphonic metal is so much more in touch with classical music than those of you who don't know metal might be aware of. It's amazing how there's so many compositions, and the songwriting, particularly with Nightwish, is phenomenal. Make sure to like and subscribe.
On another hand, while the hands do without a clue.
That transition here. When it comes to our search for meaning, we're trying to make sense of it all, but we're doing it through our lens. We're doing it through the way that we perceive the world. And this song puts into perspective that it's not just about us, even if that's the only experience we can really have, and we don't really know what other people are feeling and thinking. We are all connected. Hey everybody, welcome to the Rosalie Elliott Show. If you don't know Nightwish, I have a big favor to ask. Go check them out on YouTube, subscribe to them if you like, listen to their work, and comment on their videos. Not just here, leave a comment here too, but subscribe there and let them know that I sent you. If this channel, this video is introducing you to that band. Wow. Wow, this was really well made. This whole music video, movie, dare I say. I love how they were floating out into the stars and then how the stars became blurry. It all just became one. And to me, that makes me just feel like it's all so connected. And it felt scary, it felt intense, but yet somehow ended hopeful as they were fading and breaking apart into dust particles, back to the stars, if you will. It almost felt hopeful and humbling. But let's talk about that. So this song, we'll look at the lyrics in a minute. This song from its composition has that beautiful Nightwish signature. We have the symphonic metal. We have Floriansen's epic operatic voice, the way she hit those high notes in the end, taking everything an octave higher. Beautiful, beautiful modulation. We have the drums tightly carrying everything together, the guitar, the bass. We have a beautiful composition, the strings adding a lot of emotion, a lot of staccato, that crescendo building, bringing in excitement. It's just this beautiful music you imagine in these epic war movies and these epic fighting scenes and these epic sci-fi movies. Just the perfect, right, movie. The score, the perfect score for music, for movies. Okay? Then you have lyrics that are very poetic, very profound, constantly, just in every different song by Nightwish. A lot of poetry, literary art, a lot of meaning, different ways to interpret. And their music videos just getting better and better and better. It's a long road to a dream world, all the pain and suffering to feel for. It's there, but yours is an empty sermon. Ooh, really calling out some of the emptiness of some of these sermons, right? Not just Christian sermons, any type of speech by a politician, in religion, by anybody. It's empty if we're tackling this from the wrong angle, which is fear and just waiting for the day of something. What about now? Made up the sun rising, made sense of it was flying. Time for another fear made real. A need to feel dread, gloom, awe. A lust for never-ending doom porn. Ooh, wow. That's a very provocative and challenging thought. That constant just lust for never-ending doom. It's almost like we crave this disaster. A man-shaped evil walks among us. Man-shaped, right? I like that was said. It's not God-shaped. It's not outside. It's man-shaped. We made it. We create this evil and it walks among us. We're feeding it, right? We're making this. Obey, stay away, cover up, fear the words. We are the ill-starved kids over the junkyard, the innocent island. And I like that they use the kids choir at one point because it speaks of starved kids, not only because we are those children, need to parent ourselves, but also because we need to think of our children, the next generation. Nightwish, what do you guys think? Have you ever heard of Nightwish, or was this your first encounter? If so, go check them out. Let them know I brought you. And if you are a Nightwish fan, what do you think of my analysis? What are your thoughts on this? I hope you watch till the end. If you do, shout out to you. Subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a thing, and I'll see you on the next ride. Heyo!